Howdy folks, Creepy Kentuckian here from DEADPIT.com with another review for you. This time is a movie from 2011. It's a remake, kind of. A sequel, a prequel, kind of all rolled up into one. This is a movie that I had not seen at all until this release. And this is such a gorgeous release from our good friends over at Mill Creek Home Entertainment. I said to myself, if I'm ever going to watch this movie, now is the time. A gorgeous steelbook edition. And I'm going to butcher his name. I think he's Finnish or German or something like that. Matthijs van Helgingen, the director. The Thing from 2011. So this thing is 12 years old at this point. And it's the very first time I've checked it out with this brand new Walmart exclusive Steelbook edition. We're going to take a look at it today. I want to review the movie, give you my honest opinion on it. And we're going to dive in head first. We're going to look at this gorgeous edition here for fans of the movie. This is kind of a no-brainer. There's actually a lot of us around my age that have not seen this movie. So you don't have an opinion on it. And it may be one of those remakes, which there's a few, that have kind of got lost in the shuffle. It's almost like these movies don't even exist. Nobody talks about them, and this is kind of one of them. So let's take a look. This is not John Carpenter. No. This is Matthijs van Helgingen. It's his Thing. The Thing 2011 is set in 1982 before the events of the John Carpenter film. Kate Lloyd, played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead, is a paleontologist invited by a Norwegian doctor to join his team of researchers who have found an alien spacecraft frozen inside ice for over 100,000 years. Not far from the craft were remains of the only pilot of the craft. The only being, if you will. Which, of course they decide to, let's cut it open and let's see what we can do with it. And that's not a good idea. No, not a good idea. All the researchers were wanting to do was just study it. I mean, they're going to get a blood sample. They're going to unthaw it. Nothing bad could happen, right? So, of course, once thawed out, the creature escapes and begins a deadly rampage one cold winter's night in Antarctica, or wherever the hell they're at, Norway. That's our setup in kind of like the deal with the creature, much like in the John Carpenter film. It can take control of cells in your body and morph into whatever the hell it wants. Sort of deal. There's actually some really good makeup effects early on in this. And then probably about halfway in, it's like, oh, these makeup effects and stuff are costing way too much money. We can't, let's just go get us a Apple computer. Let's do all this shit in CG from here on out. They do reuse some aspects of the Carpenter film. There's actually a few homages to the Ridley Scott movie Alien. The performances in this are really horrible. Mary Elizabeth Winstead is a beautiful lady, nice to look at and everything, but she's a horrible actress. I've always felt this way. And I didn't really recognize much anybody else. I think there was a guy that was in one of the CSI shows. I saw him in something before, but everybody else may have been Norwegian actors or British actors or something that I wasn't that familiar with. This movie in 2011 had a pretty massive budget, $38 million. It failed to make any of that back, I'm pretty sure. The movie's gorgeously shot. The cinematography in it's awesome. It looks great. The CGI effects have not aged well, and most of the alien effects in this. Do you remember Rob Bottin's splendiferous makeup, practical effects in the John Carpenter movie? Well, in this one, it's just all CGI. They don't care. Who cares? Let's get it done quickly. It's a lot cheaper to do it on a computer. and it looks like shit. The CGI in it, oh my God, terrible. But this movie, guys, this is not very good. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This is a pretty bad movie. There are aspects of it that I like. I think the cinematography is good in it. Mary Elizabeth Winstead is a beautiful lady. It's cool to see her for a little bit, and then it's whatever. Probably the coolest thing about this movie is this Blu-ray Steelbook release. This is exclusive to Walmart. It just came out this week. And with a lot of Steelbooks, what they're doing now is these plastic slip covers, right, that you can take off. And you could even switch the artwork around. You can turn it around to the other side, and it gives you just a different cover there if you wanted to do that. But anyway, you take the slip cover off, and you've got a cool, it's kind of like an homage to the original cover a little bit there. And the back, the end shot in this movie, and this was kind of cool. And there's some music towards the end that tried to replicate the Ennio Morricone music. So, yeah, the closing scene is the opening scene in John Carpenter's The Thing. So they recreated that. That's kind of cool. Honestly, I think that their intentions with this, the idea behind this movie is not too bad. The execution is terrible. You open the Steelbook up. You got your disc. It's pretty plain Jane. There's no, it's Mill Creek, who does a great job, I think, with their releases there. But take a look at the Steelbook there. It's not human yet. There are some special features on this as well. Included is The Thing Evolves, Fire and Ice featurettes, deleted extended scenes, trailer. There's a commentary with the director Matthias Van Higingen and producer Eric Newman. Brand new featurettes. Who goes there? Cast and crew. What goes there? Behind the scenes. So this is, this is kind of a stacked Mill Creek Steelbook, if you will. And it's a gorgeous edition. I'll highly commend them. The quality on this is outstanding. It looks great. Beautiful Steelbook. I did not own this movie. I don't know if I would have owned this movie otherwise. But if you're a fan of this movie, and I'm sure there are some of you guys that like the film, this edition is out now from Mill Creek Home Entertainment. It's a gorgeous edition. The transfer on this looks fantastic. And it's one that I would recommend if you're a fan of the movie to check out. A lot of the people out there, I'm not going to lie. I didn't like this movie. I'll probably never watch it again. But this is a killer edition that is out now from Mill Creek Entertainment. Check it out, and be sure to check us out. We're over at DEADPIT.com. Give us a thumbs up.
Up your butt.
Like, subscribe. And if you subscribe, here's something else you can do. Once you subscribe, you can click the bell notification, right? And it'll notify you anytime that Dead Pit puts up new shit.
Or don't. I really don't give a if you do or
I
don't.
want you to. I want you to.
I don't care.
Let's keep our community growing here on YouTube.
I don't like it. I don't want you to touch nothing.
Listen, they need to do that now.
No, don't you dare touch it.
Thumbs up. Subscribe. And click that bell.
Hey folks, it's Oak Early Jaws. I might be banned off of YouTube, but that doesn't mean I can get you some great shirts over at shop.deadpit.com. First, we got Steve Benningfield post goes against our community standards in nudity or sexual activity. We got the deadpit.com shirt. We got Cardboard. We got L Lord. We got Tales from the Dark Side. We got Dead Pit. And we got a Princess Puffin shirt, boss. It doesn't get any fucking better. Brandon, add the accident. Aww. But these shirts just get better and better, boss. You gotta go over to shop.deadpit.com and pick you up some shirts right fucking now. What are you fucking waiting for? Do it. Do it now, because Old Curly Jaw said so.
Thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon. Dead Pit on Patreon.com is the only place to check out a complete archive of the old Dead Pit radio shows all the way back from 2005 on, in addition to the midweek shows and fan commentaries, exclusive podcasts, and much more. Dead Pit on Patreon.com if you're interested. Tiers start at only $1.